Welcome back. Thanks to Gascoigne, it's 1-0 Rangers at Ibrox over Steaua. David, fair to say David Robertson's had a very good first 45 minutes tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, super left-hand side partnership with Brian Laudrup. Laudrup's had the vision a few times to release him on the left. Here, just after Rangers had gone 1 up. Rangers obviously took the lift from the goal, were coming forward. Steaua on the ropes at that period, and that may well have been 2-0.
They were. I mean, Robertson's pushing forward at every opportunity, isn't he?
Yep. Look at him here, a beautiful colour with his unfancy foot, his right foot. And Davy's probably been one of the most influential attackers as far as Rangers are concerned. His ability and his pace to get into that back post has been crucial.
McCoy scored against Celtic on Sunday, we all know that. He couldn't quite get in the end of Gascoigne's ball tonight, could he?
No, but what a terrific ball. It was outside of the right foot. The only way he could get it around the defender. McLaren's chested it nicely into McCoy's path. But it's unfortunate he's run away from him. He really smothered it.
It's a lovely
knockdown. It is, aye. It's typical midfield stuff from Alan McLaren there. It's showing us a wee skillful side to his game.
Yes, indeed. So, 1-0, you think it will stay that way, Davy, briefly?
Well, I mean, hopefully, but Rangers have to stop giving the ball away. Even when they went 1-0 up, they were still giving it away, and this team are capable of punishing them. Rangers are 1 up, they haven't sustained any damage, and the boys at the back there have to do their job now.
OK, well, let's now go back over to Ibrox and rejoin match commentator Jerry McNee.
Welcome back to Ibrox Stadium. We're just waiting the teams to come back onto the field. Ball boys just emerging from the tunnel. We've heard that there might be a problem for Brian Laudrup, but he appears now to be coming out, I'm told, from the tunnel area. Rangers were certainly concerned about him over half-time. Walter Smith said before the game he just wondered how much reaction there would be. You've got to remember Laudrup come back after missing 12 games. I don't think Trevor even managed a reserve game before the comeback against Celtic.
No, he didn't. I was speaking to Brian after the Celtic game, and he was delighted that he'd actually got through the 90 minutes in that game, and there's no more demanding 90 minutes than the Old Firm match. He managed that, and he's given a good 45 minutes here, and I would expect him to probably do another 15 or 20 minutes, and that's all, of course, if his injuries do hold out, and perhaps Walter Smith will take him off depending on the state of the game at that stage.
Rangers' performances have in the main been disappointing in this competition, but they have had a lot of injury problems, Trevor. And when you look at the three-corner rule as well, people like Mikhailichenko, Solenko and Moore can't take part in this tonight.
And not even me, yeah, you're right, Jerry. And yeah, it's always going to be a difficulty that with the three-foreigner rule, and the injuries that go along with that as well. So every team has to experience it, every team has to put up with it.
Let's go trackside now to Jim Dillahunt, who's with Archie Knox.
Archie, one change at half-time, but it is enforced. Ian Durant still.
Ian Durant, he'd been feeling a bit unwell just prior to the kick-off in actual fact, and he's been second at half-time, so there's no other alternative to replace him, and Chara Miller comes on.
You must have been waiting for a strike like that from Paul Gascoigne.
I mean, it was a tremendous run and a fantastic goal. Hopefully we can get a repeat in the second half.
But the news from Turin, not so good. Dortmund a goal up.
Well, we've got to look after ourselves here first and foremost and make sure that we get a result here tonight.
Good luck.
Okay.
Thanks, lad.
So the Steaua players come back onto the field. Just having a quick look around, and there's no sign of any change there. You can see that Charlie Miller has come on for Ian Durant. Well, he was just standing inside the front door tonight when Ian Durant arrived, and he was certainly struggling, not feeling at all well. So you can see Laudrup now lining up alongside Ali McCoist. And there are some concerns about the fitness also of Brian Laudrup. So Rangers, who are really stretched for players, will be hoping he can certainly last another while yet till the job is done. And of course we'll keep you right up to date with the happenings in Turin. As you heard, the half-time score there is Juventus 0, Dortmund 1. And we heard earlier today that Juventus were planning to leave out a number of their top players. So there might be some controversy over that. This is McLaren finding Miller. He just kept that ball in play, and the free kick is awarded. So perhaps an early chance here for Rangers to add to the lead. And certainly they'll want to make a better start to the second half than they did the first. But the Gascoigne goal certainly gave them a lift. And as you can see, Richard Gough has pushed well forward again. Prodan is keeping a close watch on him. And there's a header going in. That's a marvellous save. Ali McCoist it was who got to the end of that one. And again, Steaua brings off another marvellous save. He had a great stop in the first half from David Robertson. So both goalkeepers tonight excelling. Andy Gorham had two fabulous saves in that first half. But once again, Ali McCoist with a head. He really has been a late developer in that department, but my goodness, this season he's producing the goods. Meanwhile, it's Militaro. Well, a bit of a misunderstanding between him and Lakatush. But Romanians have it again. It's Militaro. Vladoiu. Filipescu. Militaro again. Caught by McCall. And the free kick is awarded. So McCoy's coming closer.
That was almost a perfect start there for Rangers. Ball in from Paul, and Al McLaren getting a good touch and allowing Ali McCoy to almost get on the end of things at the back post.
The Steaua players are in $15,000 to win tonight. 7,000 for a draw, and I'm told they're airline tickets home if they lose. So nothing unless they come up with the goods. Here's McCoy now for Rangers. Petric. So off under pressure from Lakatush. A good long clearance by Andy Gorham, but the flag has gone up. McCoist caught forward. A difficult night for Ali. Most of the time on his own. And at the age of 33, not a role I'm sure he relishes. But because of Salenko being out and Gordon Jury injured, the Rangers don't have many options in the front areas. This is Ilya, always a danger. But this occasion he gives it away to McCall. A slack one by him. Militaro tries to get through. Lakatush is there. Vladoiu comes in, and Robertson had the pace to get in the vital challenge. But now it's Lakatush. It all began again with a bit of slackness by Rangers. Slid off by Cheek. And the gap opens up for the shot, going in from Dobosh, and Andy Gorham is not happy at the way the Rangers players stood back and allowed Dobosh the opportunity of a shot. Again,
Rangers are handing the advantage really to Steaua, giving the ball away outside their own box. You're always going to get problems if you're doing that. I think the important thing at the moment is to try and get the tempo of the game up, and we're going to do that by getting possession of the ball. And if we can get that same tempo momentum that we had after the goal in the first half, then I can see us quite comfortably going on in this game. But if we allow this situation to continue where Steaua are enjoying quite a lot of possession, then I can quite see them producing opportunities for themselves to get back into the game.
Let's say Militaro, who's been stretchered off, took a knock. The shot went in on goal from Dobosh. There's Dimitriou, the coach. He was assistant manager for Romania at the World Cup last year in America, where they had a great run. A couple of championship medals in his playing days with Steaua. So he's a long-time servant. It's Ilya. Taken by Pierreveux. It's Vladoiu. Cut out by McCall. Picked up by Gascoigne. Just asking a wee bit much of Charlie Miller. It allowed Prodan to come across and clear to Ilya, but in steps Gascoigne. Slack one there by Ilya. Gascoigne again. It's a better ball. Miller sends it through. And Gascoigne it was who launched himself at it. Well, he started it and he almost finished it. And that draws huge applause from all around the ground. He's having a fine game tonight.
Yeah, a great work from Paul again. He intercepted the ball there from the Romanian defender, slipped the ball out to Charlie Miller and almost got on the end of the return.
Well, that would have been another cracker. And Walter Smith there has a lot on his mind. He knows what's happening in Turin, where Dortmund are leading by 1-0. He's lost Petric for the last game, if that indeed is still meaningful. But there's still a long way to go this evening. Another Rangers goal and an equaliser from Juventus, and the whole complexion would change. As Archie Knox said at half-time, what Rangers have got to do is concentrate on what they're doing at the moment and just hope the other things go for them. So Vladoiu very quickly closed down. Steaua worked that away reasonably well in a difficult situation. Now it's Filipescu. Shadowed by Gascoigne. Charlie Miller digs in well, but just too well according to the referee. Rewards the free kick. That's 51 minutes gone here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 1, Steaua Bucharest 0. Andy Gorham has a bit of work to do. Well, the Romanians arguing among themselves. The referee wants them to get on with it. Militaro sends it through there, and it's Pirvu who strikes it. Again, Andy Gorham handles the situation well. Just a little flick there by Militaro, and Pirvu's shot actually deflected off Charlie Miller. It's Goff coming in, but he's caught out of position now. It's Vladoiu with the early ball, looking for Lakatouche. And it's Robertson who gets it away. John Brown made the initial challenge on Lakatouche. He's not terribly happy about it. So again, Robertson made up the ground. Gascoigne holding off the challenge of Vladoiu, and Vladoiu has shown the yellow card as Gascoigne looks on. Well, he shaved off his moustache from the first game in Bucharest. He thought it brought him bad luck. Well, it doesn't help that much. The yellow card was shown to the striker. Rangers get the throw. McLaren was quick to claim that one as Dobosh was under pressure. Now it's Petric. Miller. Bukur challenges. Breaks away to Gascoigne. Play answers the referee as Gascoigne takes a tumble. It's Militaro sending it through. Now it's Filipescu. Prodan has started a run from deep in his own half. He's now on the edge of the area, but Rangers managed to get it away. So turn by Dobosh. This is Ilya taking on McLaren. That's deflected right towards Andy Gorham, and again he makes the save. Good handling again by the Rangers keeper.
The first cross there caught Andy a bit by surprise, getting the deflection. But he was quickly down to get the ball once it had been turned back across goal.
This is Charlie Miller. It's chased down by Dobosh, but the linesman is flagging, indicating that Dobosh used a hand, and Rangers have the free kick. Well, another goal here, and they could take an awful lot of pressure off themselves. They're just coming up for the 55-minute mark. They're leading by Gascoigne's goal in the first half, and it's Gascoigne again taking on Bukur. Back to McCall. This is Goff. Petric is there. McCall again having to stretch for that one, but again slack passing. It's Rangers' problem. They're putting themselves under unnecessary pressure. That's Ilya. He runs on for the return, showing great pace. What a chance here! And it goes in off the post, and Adrian Ilya grabs the equaliser for Steaua Bucharest. And Dimitriou, the coach, is delighted. A great burst of pace by Ilya. Well, he's been a constant danger to Rangers all night. He played the little 1-2 there. Ran beyond the defence. A lovely flick by him off the inside of the post. And it's 1 goal apiece here at Ibrox.
That was a wonderful 1-2 there, and he showed great acceleration in getting away from Richard Goff and Gordon Petric. And he just clipped the ball with the outside of his foot there and spun in towards the goal. For a moment I thought it was just going to come back off the post, but the spin took it in. And can't really say that it's undeserved, but at the same time, you know, hopefully Rangers can get back into this game.
Well, they're trying at the moment. And it's behind for the goal kick. So it's still 1-0 here to Dortmund in Turin. So it's certainly not going Rangers' way at the moment.
That's quite a body blow, that. Rangers were struggling to get any tempo and form going in the second half. Very much so as it was in the first half. And it's going to be twice as hard now to get into the game.
Well, Ilya proved his class in the first match in Bucharest, and he was certainly a real handful for the Rangers defence in the first half this evening. Player of tremendous pace, very gifted, and he strikes back. So Rangers need another one now. McCoy plays that one through towards Miller, and there's trouble here for Prodan, who's been called over by the referee, but he gets away with a warning. Body check by Daniel Prodan. And again, Rangers are claiming a free kick. And a yellow card is shown to Filipescu. So can Rangers regain the lead here? Petric is well forward. Goff's up there as well. It's Gascoigne who takes it. Comes off Vladayu. This is John Brown. Anxiously looking around for some support. He finds Charlie Miller. It's Brown again. This is McLaren. Miller keeps the run going. But Dobosh was always in control of that situation. Anton Dobosh. Sensible higher of play for the throw to Rangers. This is McLaren. Petric. It's away by Bukur. Petric again, but right to Lakatush. Petric has not had a good game tonight. He's given the ball away an awful lot. It's Vladayu breaking forward now. This could be another one. And again it's Andy Gorham who has to bring off the save from Militaru. Well, how many times can Rangers ask this man to keep them in a game? Great play by Vladayu, stepping away from Brown. Perfect ball right across the face of goal. The first time shot from Militaru. And another marvellous save from Andy Gorham.
Yeah, that was a tremendous save. He had no right to get his hands onto that ball. 10 yards out, the ball driven at him, and he's tipped it over the bar.
But it all began again with slackness. It was Gordon Petric who teed the whole thing up, well upfield, giving the ball away. And it's only thanks to Andy Gorham, who had a couple of marvellous saves in the first half, and again there, that Rangers are still in this match. It's Militaru again, flipping it forward. And again, Rangers breathe a sigh of relief. Daniel Prodan, the man who scored against them in the first game, was close to doing it again. And Walter Smith and Archie Knox, well, they must be wondering what they can do next. They don't have any great options tonight in terms of the substitutions. Again, Rangers are going to have to find some reserves and pick themselves up. So that's an hour gone here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 1, Steaua Bucharest 1. Gascoigne for Rangers, Ilya for Steaua. Slid off by McCall, picked up by Brown. Cross now to Petric. Gascoigne. Petric again. Miller. Again, you can see the Steaua players closing their opponents down very quickly. The offside flag is up. Charlie Miller played it through, looking for Stuart McCall. It was better passing, and McCall just cut off as the ball was played.
Yeah, there's never any question about Stuart not being offside there, but at least there was a bit of nice play leading up to that. We haven't seen much of David Robertson in the second half as an attacking force, and maybe David and Brian Laudrup are feeling the pace somewhat, particularly after Sunday's game against Celtic.
And just looking at the options on the bench, Neil Murray, Gary Boland, and Stephen Boyack, 19-year-old, who's been doing well in the reserves, but Rangers really stretched for resources, and there's a few of them suffering out there. There's Laudrup, and just one more piece of magic. Well, he manages to get the corner kick, and he gets himself some applause. Of course, the fans will be expecting the usual performance from him, but there's no doubt Sunday took its toll. But here's Richard Gough now, but the ball drifts just beyond him. Charlie Miller gives chase. So McLaren who gets a touch, down by Miller. Now it's Gascoigne. Booker snapping away at his heels, breaks away to Gough. This is McCall. Again, Lacatouche is in there. McCall does well. And then McCall tumbles to the ground as he plays that one away. And Lacatouche, who's been in trouble several times in this tournament, has shown the yellow card. And that puts him out of the next match. He's already been suspended in this tournament. Another flash of temper from him. Steaua gets things organised. Gascoigne's over the ball. Gough starts a run into the box. Breaks to Laudrup. And behind for the goal kick. And David Robertson and Laudrup again pushing through. On that far side, Richard Gough attacked the ball, and then it was Laudrup who sent in the shot. And David Robertson was in close proximity, lining up as well. It's put through by Robertson, carried away by Dobosh. It's Prodan. The referee steps in towards the free kick to Rangers. They're in a hurry to get on with things, but they're being thwarted by their opponents, and McLaren is not happy. So John Brown, Robertson, Laudrup. Well, they were so good together in the first half. The combination was there, but both are toiling now, and that's quite obvious. And there's not really an awful lot Walter Smith can do.
No, really, things are struggling along pretty badly at the moment. Looking for a bit of magic, I suppose, from Gaza, but you can't really see where the opportunity is going to arise from, because we're not keeping possession of the ball. And Steaua look quite comfortable at the back. And I say we need perhaps a mistake or again something, as I say, from Gascoigne to lift the game, because we're not going anywhere fast at the moment, and we've got to be careful that Steaua don't actually go up and pinch a goal themselves.
Certainly they've made a fair few chances tonight, and it's only because of the brilliance of Andy Gorham that Rangers are still involved in this match. So that's 65 minutes gone. Rangers 1, Steaua Bucharest 1. This is Vladoyou. Firbu's making a run on the near side, but it's cut out by McLaren. Laudrup has switched flanks, and he's quickly closed down. And the referee has awarded the free kick against Anton Dobosh. Well, he certainly lasted the pace well, because they were worried about his fitness all of yesterday and today. It's Dobosh again, finding it clear. And the crowd are getting behind Rangers, trying to lift them. Again, it's Dobosh who clears, and comes Richard Gough. Of course, when Gough moves forward, there's always a danger. With the break at the other end, it's Brown who plays it. Robertson through for McCoy. The offside flag is up though. Ali McCoy still chasing that elusive European goal. In fact, it was way back at Elland Road 3 years ago when he scored that marvellous goal that took Rangers beyond Leeds into the Champions League. Well, of course, he had his injury problems after that, the broken leg and other injuries. And he's been waiting a long time